USA plays Bolivia in Copa America action this Sunday. They'll be hosting them at AT&T Stadium in Texas on Sunday, June 23rd at 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. USA come in ranked 11th in the FIFA World Rankings. Meanwhile, Bolivia are 85th. Now, the only somewhat recent meetings between these teams was a friendly in 2016 and 2018, won 4-0 and 3-0 by USA. Which USA team shows up here? The one that got blasted 5-1 by Colombia last week, or the one that drew Brazil 1-1 just days later? USA is just 2-1-3 in recent games, and while they have many wins since going out of the round of 16 in the 2022 World Cup, not many, or really any, have come against top opponents. Let's look at those wins. Grenada, El Salvador, Mexico, Canada, St. Kitts and Nevis, Trinidad, Canada again, Uzbekistan, Oman, Ghana, Trinidad, Jamaica, and Mexico. So basically all CONCACAF teams or weaker names from other areas outside of possibly maybe Ghana. Still, they're 13-4-5 in their past 22 games and have just 2 wins in 6, and one of those came in PKs. The U.S. men's national team are now 5-8-6 win-draw-loss under Greg Berhalter against teams ranked in the top 20 of the FIFA rankings. 4 of those wins have come against Mexico, and their only other win against the top 20 team, excluding Mexico, is Iran, who comes in 20th. Lucky for them, Bolivia are one of the weakest teams in South America right now. In World Cup qualifying down there in Common Bowl, they are 1-0-5, and they've been outscored 14-4. They're 9th out of 10 teams. They have a negative 10 goal differential, which is the worst in the conference. Bolivia's recent form overall, though, is also poor reading if you look at games outside of just World Cup qualifying. They've recently lost 3-0 to Colombia, 3-1 to Ecuador, 1-0 to Mexico in recent friendlies, and they have just 3 wins across their past 22 games in all competitions. They've given up a goal in 19 of 22. They've given up multiple goals in 13 of 22, and they've been shut out 12 of 22 games. In that time, they've played 2 of 3 fellow Group C contenders, something to note for this tournament, where they've lost 2-1 to Panama and 3-0 to Uruguay. The odds in this game will make USA massive favorites at -500, the draw plus 525. Bolivia, huge outsiders at 16-1, over 2.5, -163. The under 2.5, plus 125. Both teams to score yes, plus 150. Both teams to score no, -200. So the odds are not expecting Bolivia to get on the score sheet here. Now, before you make your bets, if you want the best bonus for new customers at top sportsbooks in your state or area, check out my link, signupexpert.com/shredthespread. And you can see all of the best new customer promos for the top books in your area. Huge deposit matches, risk-free bets, and bet and get offers are available for new customers. If you're looking to sign up at a new sportsbook and get some free bonus bets for your Copa America betting, be sure to check it out. Now let's get back to the best bet. I think USA should win this game rather handedly, playing on home soil in this game against Bolivia. A few different options here. USA to win on the spread at -1.5, so to win by 2 or more, -168. If you wanted to push that up, USA to win by 3 or more, -2.5, plus 150. USA halftime, full time, so it'll be leading at half and then leading at the end, -150. If you wanted to combine some of those options, USA halftime, full time, plus to score over 1.5 goals, that would come in at -120. Certainly, if you thought they could score at least 3, you'd probably get over even money there as well. So halftime, full-time options probably offer some better value here, but they kind of scare me sometimes, as sometimes teams get take a little bit to get rolling and only come to life in the second half. So for a smaller payout, this won't pay you much, but I like to see how teams do in the opening games and rounds of some of these tournaments. Let's just ask USA to win by 2. They've done that easily in the relatively recent meetings against Bolivia. If we look, you might expect them to win by more, and they very well might. But even a team like Argentina only beat Canada by 2 the other day. So let's just ask USA to go on to win by at least 2, -168 odds. You could also do an extra little bonus here, a parlay over the next few days with some of the big favorites. If you did a USA to win, Uruguay to win over Panama, and Brazil to score over 1.5 goals against Costa Rica, you'd come in at even money at plus 100. Can Bolivia pull off a big upset on U.S. soil, or will the Americans coast? Be sure to drop your picks down there in the comments, and best of luck.